Alright, so here we are, uh, one of the final parts of my Elden Ring series, unless I end up doing the DLC in its entirety, which, who knows, but anything is possible. I am here to fight and show all of you my favorite of the wyverns. Then we're going to go and fight the Lord of Blood, as he is known. And then we can take on the final boss. And that is my chosen order of things. So, yesterday, towards the end, things got a little bit extreme, I will admit, but those little guys are really frustrating, especially when there's, like, 4 of them all ganging up on you. Like, it was annoying, and 2 times that day did I lose hundreds of thousands of runes, and I hate it every single time, because it's like I would have been able to upgrade it, and now I just can't. But it's fine. Everything is good. Alright, so this is Decaying Exikes, as you can see. Another one of our gigantic wyverns. And his special skill is that he uses the Scarlet Rot, as you can see right there. He's my favorite because I love the Scarlet Rot as a concept and as a weapon, and I love the, like, all of the growths he has all over him, and the very, like, battle-scarred body he has. Or decaying body, I guess. Whatever terms work there. And there we are. His fight doesn't always go that quickly, but there are certain times where it does. Like when I'm using a weapon that was probably made specifically for the purpose of killing wyverns quickly. So yes, I did skip over the part where I had to do a bunch of things to get over here. Like, I didn't show what it took for me to get here. It's a bunch of stuff in the Consecrated Snowfield. If you go to the west side of it, eventually you'll find a portal that you can go to that'll take you to this area. And then you just follow the path I'm taking and we'll go over to Moog. So we need Moog to access the DLC, and I know I started this entire series talking about how the DLC wasn't really my thing, after all, even though, like, the weapons and skills out of everything are nice. But, like, there was not a single DLC fight that I did that I enjoyed. But we're gonna go to it again. I'm gonna go through it again because there are more incantations and things that are DLC specific that I would like to have. Like, I have a bunch of the Crucible incantations, but I would really like to have the Crucible wings. Because, I mean, come on, I have a tail, and I have, horns. And I have spikes, like, I should have wings, too. Oh, nice one. Curious. Oh, it does cause blood loss. Mimic Tear, you good?
Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
I
must apologise. I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
That sounds like me when I try to speak. Thank you, Mimic Tear. But there is more than just 2 of them. I'm used to when I do this, there only being like 2 of the Sanguine Nobles. Oh, nice. My Mimic Tear discovered that, so... I can take those guys on my own, but it always kind of feels scary to do so. So I just had my Mimic Tear that apparently exposed to me that blood the Sanguine Noble uses is an entity, I guess. Alright, so I looked it up, and Mohg is pretty much weak to every type of damage, like when it comes to weapons specifically. But I don't know if I want to use that weapon. I think I will end up using... And he is weak to blood loss. We'll try it with the Bloodhound Fang. No reason why it shouldn't work. Oh, I didn't really want to do that. I'm so sorry, it's kind of a habit to skip through cutscenes in this game. At no other point did I do it, but you're just gonna have to trust me on this one. Quite a lot of blood flame you have, sir. I'm probably gonna die here. One more hit.
As clear as day. The coming of our dynasty. More will.
Okay, well, that was pleasant. Happened to go very well. Alright, so now we have our access to the DLC. Alright, and now for what's probably going to be the hardest part of today. Here we are at the entrance to the final boss. And we can say that it's been a journey, but I don't know how accurate that would be. So remember a few episodes when I said America is getting crucified? Behold, America. This is the best part of this final boss, so prepare thyselves. Okay, well, I tried the jump thing that everybody does, and it didn't work, so... And that was that. That was the best part of this fight, so... Now you're about to see the thing that made me love Estelle. It has good visual design, and its theme song is one of the best in the game, but... So the game leads you to believe that this is a god. This is not a god. This is the avatar of a god. It's another creation of the greater will that was sent to be its representation for the lands between, but it is not the god itself. What we are not doing is slaying a god and taking its place. What we are doing is removing the Elden Ring's influence. So we're putting an end to Marika's age, specifically. Yeah, I had a feeling that this weapon would not be great. Great. Oh, you don't want to follow that up? You don't want to do something to kill me? Please stop bullying my summon. Yeah, I bet there were a lot of you that doubted me when I said I first tried the Elden Beast at the start of this, huh? Doubt me no longer! That's what I mean, though, that the game leads you to believe that you, kill a god because it says god slain. You could say, like, avatar slain, and it would be like it would be just as cool. And we probably could have done that with the knife and, you know, all of that, but I beat it. I win. It worked. And we basically did all 3 of my objectives in 19 minutes. Wow. But we cannot end this just yet. I mean, we can, but... So here is where we summon Ronnie. Literally, like, the only other time we see Ronnie when we're not doing her quest. But if we want to reject her, we can repair... Well, it says repair the Elden Ring, but we slay the Elden Beast, and the Elden Beast is the Elden Ring. So we do something, and that means a thing. Well, I guess we can venture into the DLC. I don't even know. I think this was the best.
Were you guided here by kindly Mikola?
Not really.
And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported. To the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
Okay. No, wait, I actually do need all of these things. Because I'm not gonna be able to do anything in the DLC without help. I don't know, what else do I even... I guess we'll just keep it exactly the same. Here's the DLC, the Realm of Shadow and things like that. Here's proof that I never completed the DLC. Here's a whole chunk of my map that's missing. Because I never got that far. And I always have difficulty with Godskin Duo, I always have difficulty with Godfrey, I always have difficulty with Malekith. But I have now 2 times successfully first tried the Elden Beast and Radagon. 2 times in a row. And the only reason I won this time was because the Beast kept bullying my Mimic Tear. Like, if it had actually tried to, make anything even, it probably would have, gone better for it. So you want to hear my, I think we're on unpopular opinion number 4 about Elden Ring? You guys want to hear, that? I think Shadow Tree fragments... cause that's apparently the correct pronunciation is Shadow Tree. I thought that's what that was. I think that Shadow Tree fragments are an excuse for the developers to not further develop the game. I take this shard collecting as the developers saying that it's my fault that the bosses do excessive damage. Because I'm all for, like, exploring in an open world game, but I think there are better ways to implement it than how it is. Like, to me, there's a difference between I must collect all of these fragments so that I have a chance to survive if a boss hits me, and... oh, I want to go find this incantation. Let me go look for the enemy that drops it. Like, there's a clear difference to me. So, it always just felt like the tree fragments were like, you know... well, we made the bosses hard because we like difficulty around here. But if you want to make the bosses reasonable, not even, like, easier, not even more manageable, just reasonable. If you would like to do that, then you can go and look for these things. So it saves. I was curious, I didn't know if I had enough or not. But yeah, so it saves my Shadow Tree fragment count from the last time I played this. Which would be handy, except I highly doubt that that is gonna make any difference. I am consulting my map at the immediate moment. Apologies for delay. There's another way. So yeah, oh, this is a part of the map that's not completed too, huh? I never noticed. Okay, so there's a way to get... I think I remember it. Hey, I think I remember enough of this to be able to do it without consulting a guide any further. But yeah, because it was just annoying to me because, like, fighting Mesmer or Bale or even Rolana, who I did fight but I never beat, like, it was just annoying to me because it was like, however, it didn't matter how many of the fragments I had, the damage would be like 1% less per every single... Like, and I was using the armor I have now. The armor that I'm wearing at this moment, which is my strongest and best, is the armor that I was wearing for Mesmer, for, maybe not for Bale, but for Mesmer specifically, and even to get to Mesmer, I had, as you can see, like, level 10 fragment blessing, I had the high armor, I was using every defense incantation I had, and it didn't matter. Their attacks still did more damage than I could handle, and so it became a thing where it was like, oh, I have to do a boss, okay, let me just go to Renala and respec, and, like, sacrifice everything in Arcane to be able to have enough health that if the boss hits me, I'm not gonna die immediately. Okay. Told you I could make it. So we are looking for a Crucible Knight here, if I remember correctly. In case you were wondering who I was buffing for, it's this guy right here. Oh, is he called an Omen Killer? Is that what he's known as? I think it is. Always happens. I always think that I'm gonna, like, die, and then I end up not dying. Which is good. Like, that's a good thing. Festive grease. That does not sound appealing in any way. I do not think this is where I'm trying to go. I'll actually, like, look around before I consult a guide again. But I don't think that that is what I'm meant to be looking for. Oh, that's it. Right there. Oh, and I can't summon for this fight either. Okay, so you two shot me with every single attack, and I don't know any of your moves. This is gonna be fantastic. Okay, that Took a long time. Wait, how is it possible that I have Black Knight armor even though I've never fought this person? Oh, you do have high poise. I was gonna say, wait, if you don't have poise that high, can I just, like, bully you out of your moves? But no. Okay, I might have to use one of my Bloodhound step weapons. One of my weapons that have the Bloodhound step Ash of War. I might have to do that. Oh, I say that like it's gonna make any difference. Oh, there's another side of grace I can grab. So that I don't have to kill this guy every time I want to go somewhere. Not every time I want to go somewhere, every time I want to attempt the boss. I mean, it's a DLC enemy, so obviously nothing obviously nothing I can do is going to be super effective, but okay, let's see what I can do here, if anything. Can I at least get a moment to grab my runes again, so that when you kill me I don't lose 700,000 runes? Thank you! Basically holding my breath right now. Please tell me that was who I was looking for. Let's go. Alright, now it can tell me I need 400 in faith to be able to use it. Maybe I just passed over it? Where are my wings? Game? Where are my wings? This is a little bit of a problem for me. Okay, what is going on here? So, upon further investigation, I just fought for an ash of war. Alright, well thank you, game. That, is probably one of the most annoying decisions that From Software has ever made. Literally every other Crucible thing is an incantation, but... Ha ha ha, this has to be an Ash of War. Wow, that's really annoying. Like, that seriously upsets me. The one thing in the game that lets me have wings, and it's an Ash of War, when everything else is an incantation. Probably gonna be the only person to be upset about this, but... like, really? So, they made it an Ash of War, and it's not even an Ash of War that's usable on all weapons. Could not be any more frustrating to me than it already is. But if we ignore that very frustrating little detail here, so through here lies Enia, the Finger Maiden that would turn our great runes into strength, and was one of the only people that gave us support and encouragement on our journey. Well, the Round Table Hold is burning down now. Everybody that was here is dead or gone. Well, we've seen 2 of the remaining people in here, so how's Enya doing? Didn't mean to say Enya, but yeah. Our finger maiden dead, the fingers still upright. The connection to the greater will gone, at least for now. But something that Enya says that kind of goes along with what I've been saying all this time is about how, despite all the chaos that had been going on in the lands between, the greater will never left. The greater will still stayed and hung around, and I'm just saying, a god that is not a good god would not remain when everything was going wrong. But yeah, just like Malenia, she is dead. Her only purpose to sell me the things I want to buy and to, the Lord of Blood's robe. Yeah, I want that. Anyway. Yeah, her finger maiden dead, her only purpose to sell me the things I want her to sell and to, turn our great runes into strength. Okay, so Malenia's boss room is just right there. And I don't know if I want to try that tonight. So thank you for joining. Basically, we've done it, but not actually. There's more to do, and I guess I'm gonna do a few attempts to see how difficult Malenia is, and if I end up beating her, I'll just, like, do a game clip or something as proof that I did it. So, but thank you for joining, and this has been overall really nice. So yeah.
I dreamt for so long. My flesh was dull gold, and my blood rotted. Corpse after corpse left in my wake. As I awaited his return. Heed my words. I am Malenia, Blade of Mikola. And I have never known defeat.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall an age of fracture.